What's up, y'all, man? It's BCA ready for war, not for play. And the video for today is what happens when you stop chasing women and start retaining. Alright, this is culturally inappropriate. Like I said, this whole series I'm finna do. I think a lot of these videos finna have this shirt on, no matter where I'm at. This shirt finna be on, man. I want y'all to understand this is culturally inappropriate. Alright, so when you stop chasing women and start retaining, matter of fact, I'm gonna start it with a story time. You know, most good movies start with a good story time, so I'm gonna start with mine. All right. Um, I started with last year. Last year, man. This 2025, right? So last year, beginning of January, had a breakup, right? So, um, when I had that breakup, man, in that relationship, I wasn't retaining. I wasn't retaining at all, really. I don't think I had really any streak past 2 weeks. Like, I don't think I had no real long streaks going on. And that showed a lot in a testament as to a lot of the things in their relationship, right? A lot of energy drained, a lot of non-discipline, and one in the gym like that. It just was, um, it was a lot, man. So, went through the breakup. So I started chasing women off top, right? And I wasn't just chasing, man. I was simping. Like, I was like just on a whole another level of simp. I just believed that I was trying to find something, but I really was just trying to find myself in the process, what I realized later on. But I was chasing women. I was taking them out, all that stuff, man, not being intentional, just doing things just because. And it wasn't productive. At the end of the day, it wasn't productive. And by chasing them, I used to feel that little high, you know, that little glorification. Like, man, yeah, man, yeah, bro, man, yeah, bro, that what's up, man, for real, man, she fine, bro. All that stuff, bro, being goofy. Being goofy. Like, I believe that's goofy. I believe that's goofy now. Like, what I mean by it is, man, there's nothing wrong with dating, but it is different between dating and being intentional. I do believe in this society now we in, bro. The older you get, man, you can't really play games, man. Like, the game got to stop. You got to be intentional at some point, because next thing you know, you wake up, you either want to be single for the rest of your life or you don't. It's up to you. But these processes and the things going on are what's going to either help or hinder you. But it starts by the decision that you make. So I was chasing women, going out, having fun, all the type of stuff, and not being on my purpose, not being on my grind, not doing anything to do. And I saw the consequences of that. I saw how I looked. I saw how I interacted with people. I saw how I was lacking leadership principles and stuff like that, and I ended up just not being the man I needed to be. And when I had to make that hard decision for myself, I had decided to make a change, and that change was retention. Once I woke up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do hard 75, and not only am I gonna do hard 75, I'm gonna add on a layer of retention on that, and I'm gonna add abstinence on that. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I made the decision to do at the beginning of this year. And their journey was not easy, man. It was very difficult. It was very hard, because you're going from a practice of you doing whatever you want to do to actually setting boundaries and parameters to better your life. A lot of people don't know how to actually set those proper boundaries in their life to make sure their life is better. A lot of people know in general this way of life is better, right? This way leads to peace. This way leads to tranquility. This leads to your happy life, happy, marriage, happy with kids. This decision does this. But this other decision is full of destruction, full of deceit, full of dishonesty, but yet people choose this route. Okay? And if you want to see the way I talk about this is the right side, this is the left side. You looking at me, you probably flip it over. Yeah, right side, left side, all right? And when it comes to that, man, when it came to that, I ended up seeing a lot of differences, man. A lot, man. By me doing that simple decision and just saying I'm done, that helped me, like, that helped my attraction level to a different level. I was attracting women on higher level, higher vibrations that were not the same that I was dating before. Um, the way that women interacted with me was different. It because I adopted masculine frame in the lieu of that, right? So I wasn't trying to talk to a girl just to try to smash her. I was talking to her to get to know her. You know, women can sense if you're trying to get to know them or not. They can sense it based on what you do. So if you're sitting there and you talking to a woman, she can see it off top. But when you're on retention, she sees that you're actually being genuine, you're actually being intentional, you're actually doing the things that needs to happen to actually create a genuine friendship. Like it's a steps to this, right? So that's what they push you in, and that's what I understood first and foremost by being on retention. Because when you start this journey, man, you're gonna see something every single day after day 5, maybe even after day 3, depending how young you are. You will start to see differences. You will start to see differences. Now, a lot of y'all, especially if you're younger watching this, a lot of y'all fapping and stuff still, and I understand y'all why y'all do fapping, but y'all gotta stop that, man. Y'all gotta stop fapping. This the first step is no fap. The first step is no fap. You know what I'm saying? Because no fap is you pleasing yourself. All right, you gotta stop that. You gotta at least get to a point to where you at least just sleeping with a woman, right? But if you fapping still, there's a whole other type of. You need to look it up yourself. Look it up all the bad things of fapping and stuff like that, right? You're not gonna want to do it as much because it's messing with the dopamine spikes. It has a lot of like generational effects to it if you continue to do it every day and stuff like that. Now, mind you, a lot of people are gonna falter to that. It happens, all right? You're gonna fail, but you got to get back up on that horse. Because if you fail and you fap, you need to make sure you wait 90 days or 100 some days if you do fail or whatever. Like you can't just keep doing it every single day, all right? So when you on retention, you're not even doing that, because what happens is when you actually are doing all of that stuff, your body is going to react to that. So your body actually going to actually be like, oh man, it's going to desensitize you. And that's what makes you objectify women too. All right. So it objectifies women. It makes you not have these in relationships, stuff like that, the life before you retention. With retention, you get the intention, you get the purpose, you get the energy, you get the drive, you get the intelligence, you get the emotional discernment and intellectual discernment, all of it in that package with retention. So you just practiced it and you go forward from there, because at that point, you're not going to even see like the things you see now. Because like I said, y'all keep complaining about women so much on this channel, on these YouTube videos. It's kind of ridiculous to me. Now, I am going to make a video about that and let y'all kind of know, dissect certain things, because I need y'all to understand, man, we're the leaders. All right, regardless of the situation, we're the leaders. In your marriage, you're the leader. In your relationship, you're the leader. Whatever you're doing, you're the leader because you're a man. All right, you just have to adopt these leadership qualities as soon as possible. That's what I need y'all to do, because once you do that, your life is gonna change, and that's what I lack. I do not see as much. It's just a lot of men not saying what they did wrong in the process or decision they made. I just watched a video today. The guy was talking about how women make bad decisions in men, and how the man's supposed to come in after their mistakes like that. Okay, granted, but the biggest part that the lady brought up was, but that dude made a decision, right? There's a fact. You still have to make the decision, or have made the decision to do whatever you're doing. All right, because when you on this grind, on this journey of actually trying to change your life for the better, it's not going to be easy. Peace comes after war, and the war right now is this sexual energy you got. You young, you ain't even got to be young. Let's say you under 50, you young, you still got an appetite, a sexual appetite for women, right? Sexual appetite and all that stuff, and don't know what to do with it. You put it into your craft, you put it into your purpose, you put it into the things that you care about. All right? That part of your life, it has to take a halt and at least wait 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. Matter of fact, let's say we are in October, all right? Let's say you start today. 3 months by the end of this year, man. By the end of this year, beginning January what? 6th? January 6th? That's a crazy date to say, right? Let's say January 7th. You do it January 7th, get January 7th, bro. You will see so many benefits in that 3 months. You could document what you got, what you're going through in the process, and how you get to where you got to go. Because at the end of the day, what you need to understand is retention is going to change your life. Just straight up what it's going to do. And I want y'all to know that, because when you retain, you're going to gain. You're going to continue to gain. It's not going to be nothing that stop you. Only thing going to stop you is that man. You know that man I'm talking about. The dude that be wilding, the dude that's crazy, the dude that be doing stuff just because. I'm talking about the dude, the devil. All right, you got to deal with him. Now, dealing with him is a mug. All right, it's not gonna be easy. He gonna throw all these women at you. He gonna throw all these different type of vices at you to see if you really to see how much you can take before you break. That's why he did what he gonna do. He gonna see how much you can take so you can break. Because you gotta understand that if you still on that grind that you say you on, it's gonna be impenetrable. That means you can throw whatever. You can throw bricks. You can throw an 18-wheel truck. I ain't breaking on the dog. That's what you have to fortify yourself in. All right, you gotta build up your personal discipline and focus and align and keep going. All right, you can't let this, like I said, this is culturally inappropriate because the culture don't talk about this stuff. They're not gonna talk about it. It's okay. I got it, because at this point now, it's all goofy. Hey, I know I ain't gonna go into a real rant like that. I'm gonna chill out, but you need to start retaining, bro. Once you stop chasing women, you start retaining. You're gonna start seeing the quality of women you interact with change. Your quality of life change. You're gonna see the way that you even operate in your lifestyle be way more smooth. All right, but don't take my word for it. Do what you gotta do, but start as soon as possible. All right, get off of Cornhub, get off of all them sites, whatever you need to do. Discipline yourself, get off that stuff, bro, for real. All right, once you retain, you gain. That's the mission for the day. All right, be safe out.